you're not familiar with Tom Green, you'll need to set your dial back to the early 2000s. That's when the talk show host / comedian gained the prominence for his provocative and juvenile humor that he smartly used to jumpstart an acting career. But if you listen to anyone bothered by his particular brand of humor, they would probably tell him, "You're an idiot, that's right, I'm a fucking idiot. I like to act out like a fool, I'm an idiot." It was one of his first innovations that got him that fame. The Tom Green Show first aired in 1994 on public access in Green's native Canada.
I shouldn't even be eating anything right now, you know.
Oh, why not?
Why, well, if you really want to know, I have a parasite on my stomach right now. And well, it's kind of embarrassing to talk about it, right? But I'll take a try of it. My doctor says it looks a lot like a steak, actually.
Take a bite and see if you like it.
Well, I think it looks a little more like a roast, personally. I'll show you. I feel maybe I should. Just,
oh boy.
See there.
The show was picked up by MTV a few years later, because as it turned out, Tom's bizarre quasi-talk show was just what the network needed to fill the crude shock jock hole left by Beavis and Butthead. The show existed in 2 different formats and didn't last very long, but its influence can be seen in popular shows that it predates, like Jackass and The Eric Andre Show.
Mom, where are you, Mom? Mom, I'm lost. Mom, I'm lost.
Tom's next foray is the best argument for his status as a visionary. In 2006, he created an in-house television studio to broadcast on the internet, a concept that's very familiar to us now, but not so much 15 years ago.
As soon as I realized you could put video on the internet, maybe about 3 years ago, I kind of flipped out a little bit, kind of freaked out a bit, because I was surprised, because I'd been wanting to do that probably for about 10 years. TomGreen.com has been around since 1995. We've had a website there. Used to be just a diary and a blog based on my old community cable show in Canada and stuff. But then I started putting audio on it. About 7 years ago, I started putting audio on it, and all of a sudden you could put video on it. And I thought, I wonder if there's a way to put like 7 cameras at once, and switcher and run it all live. And so I just basically, because that's what I like to do, is a goofy little studio show like this. I've always enjoyed doing that.
Let's work this kink out now before we're on the air. That way.
The show featured numerous celebrity guests, all of which were undoubtedly appreciative of this new informal interview setup.
Does this look better with my shirt down or with my belly out?
I prefer it with the belly out myself.
Is this better?
I think that might be better.
You guys can see this, right?
This roster includes a name we know today as being synonymous with internet broadcast.
It really is different, than television.
This is way better.
It's like radio, but it's like television, and the genre is different because we can sit here and ramp. There isn't that time constraint. There isn't that pressure. I mean, we want to keep it moving.
Well, not only that, there's not a corporate pressure. See,
yeah.
The thing that fucked up television, the thing that fucked up entertainment in general, is money. They were selling advertising, so everybody has to say certain words, don't say certain words, don't bring up certain subjects. You can't just express yourself because you're expressing yourself to someone who's selling advertising space. Yeah. And that's all and that fucks up everything. It doesn't make anything good.
We need a fucked up advertiser around here, that's all.
You just need to keep doing this. We need to figure out how you make money from this.
Yeah. I've got a lot of neat ideas I want to talk to you about because I know you're into this computer thing.
Rogan's podcast now boasts millions of downloads per day and just landed a deal with Spotify for as many dollars. Tom was a guest on a very recent episode where Rogan credits him as the inspiration for his empire.
So you have such a huge responsibility here. You know that, obviously, but because you have so many people watching this show, okay?
Why are you trying to freak me out, Tom Green?
You're
responsible. It's all you're responsible. You're responsible for me doing this. How about that? It's ultimately you. I'm like your kid. Yeah, Patrice used to say that about comedians that imitated him. They're my babies. Patrice used to say like David Tell's got a lot of babies out there because there's a lot of people imitating David Tell. But you have a lot of babies, and I'm one of your babies. How about that?
That's very nice of you to say. That's hilarious.
I'm the baby of you and Opie and Anthony and Howard Stern.
Well, listen,
Howard Stern and Opie and Anthony got together in a gangbang with Terrence McKenna. I'm all your babies. I'm all your babies.
That is very kind of you to say.
It's a fact.
I'm sitting here.
As far as Tom's next innovation, it's too soon to tell. Earlier this year, he had a van converted into not only a camper, but a full studio. He plans on traveling the country making videos, music, and podcasts. Lately, his YouTube and Instagram are full of the incredible footage he's recorded, all scored to his own music.
Hey gang, wow, I am relaxed. I slept here last night, and this is the most beautiful place I've been in my life. And I'm not just saying that, it really is incredible. It's windy out, that's why I'm sitting in the van, but I'm also setting up my studio. The speakers are up. I'm going to set up the recording gear. I'm going to record some music. I'm going to record some videos. I'm going to edit some videos. I'm going to make some lunch. And that's kind of the agenda for the day today. Charlie's sleeping right there, and I'm going to get some footage to just show you the sheer beauty of this place. In fact, you probably, well, not probably, I'm editing this. You're looking at the footage right now, and that's where I am. Everything you're looking at is where I am right now. I'm looking at all these Joshua trees. I'm in the Mojave Desert, just outside of the Mojave National Preserve. I'm actually not in the national park. And it's a beautiful, beautiful place. And as soon as I saw this site that I decided to camp at, I basically decided that I'm going to stay here for a few days and fire up the studio. It takes me a few minutes to put the studio together, but you'll see that soon enough. And in the meantime, I'm just testing out my drone, testing out the new camera, testing out some editing stuff that I'm doing. And you know, those who have paid attention over the years and have followed the Tom Green Show over the years know that I'm kind of a geek, right? I'm a technical geek, and I love the editing and the photography and the music and the audio. I love the electronics, and so putting all that together is a lot of fun for me. And the idea of building something like that in a van seemed extremely exciting because of the closeness to nature. I feel like it's going to be very inspiring to write and actually record and create right here. So with the battery system I have in this van, I'm able to stay here for virtually as long as I want. I have solar panels on the roof, and it's going to be an interesting adventure this whole trip. We're right now at the beginning of it, and I'm going to learn as we go about what it is that I can do with all this technology that I've brought with me, and what kind of ideas that I'm going to come up with to put here on the internet for you guys. So thanks for following along. It's very encouraging. Please leave a comment. I'm on youtube.com/TomGreen. That's where you're watching this. The best cinematic place to watch this stuff is there, where we've got great 4K. You can watch it in 4K if you're using Chrome. For some reason, Safari won't let you watch in 4K. You can also see clips on Instagram at Tom Green and Twitter at Tom Green Live. But I would go to the YouTube channel if you really want to see the pure high-definition cinematic quality film that we're making here together. So I love you guys, and another day on the road. Be safe, everyone. Awesome. Larry says hi too. Right, Larry?
If you're looking for what Tom Green has in store next, you may only need to look out your living room window, or just follow him on Instagram.